All right, this time we're going to do funny 911 calls number 4. All right, let's just get to it. 911, what's your emergency? There's a goddamn rock on my lawn. A rock. A rock? Did you not hear me? There's a rock on my lawn. Someone did this on purpose. A goddamn rock in my lawn. I had to drive around it on my lawnmower. A goddamn rock. What's your address? You're 911 and you don't know my goddamn address? What the are my taxes paying for? Useless. Goddamn rock. Sir, what is your address? Look at me on Google Earth. You can see me because there's a goddamn rock on my lawn. At this point, the map finally correlated with his location, and he was in the next county. I let them deal with it. I don't know how it turned out. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, I want to report an attempted murder. I asked them not to put mushrooms on my pizza as I'm allergic, and they forgot. So it's attempted murder. I don't know about that one. All right, 6:30 Christmas morning. 911 goes off. 911, what's your emergency? Breathless, panicky voice. How do I get cranberry sauce out of the can without it coming out in chunks? Open the other end and slide it out on a plate. Oh, thank you. You are brilliant. I wasn't considered so brilliant once I had to dispatch an officer over there to educate her on proper 911 usage. Merry Christmas. Here's your citation. If a caller starts a call with, I swear I'm not crazy, then you need to buckle up for some insanity. A guy started a call with those words after escaping from his apartment and running to the closest 7-Eleven. He swore that his roommates were turning into giant crabs. He was going to show the officers that they were currently in giant cocoons transforming. As you might expect, he was tripping balls. Yeah, he was. Little crabs. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, a dad called to ask for an ambulance because his 17-year-old daughter had a candle stuck up her anus. He tried to explain that she said she'd gotten out of the shower and slipped and fell butthole first onto the candle. Medics said they found KY jelly with the candle, so I think we all know what was going on there. Slipped and fell, yes. Oh, man. All right, caller, I've been poisoned. Okay, we're sending an ambulance. Tell me what happened. I've overdosed. What did you take? Pot. Marijuana? Yes, I'm dying. Please hurry. Turns out she was just super high. Got a call from a guy wanting the police to come to his address because the guy he sold a bag of weed to wouldn't pay him. Gave me his name, address, and date of birth, and the name, address, and phone number of the other guy as well. Both got a visit from a unit soon afterwards. Why would you call the cops for that? Why? Why? I would not be able to do that. That is, nope. Caller, my boyfriend took my dog, me. And why'd he do that? Because he's an asshole. No, I mean, what possessed him to take the animal? Because he's a f***er. Why does he have the dog? Because he's a piece of shit. All right, I'll send an officer out to talk to you. Some people's kids. God, that conversation was going nowhere fast. Had a guy call asking if it was legal to shoot his neighbor because his hedges were hanging over his property, and he considered it trespassing. What? Just trim the bushes. Are you kidding me? It's not like the guy was hanging over the wall. Like, what? What? Someone a few months ago called 911 to ask if a tablespoon was the big spoon or the little one. Out of control. 911, what's your emergency? My smoke detector is going off and I think there's a hazmat going on. Is there fire or smoke in your home? No. Is it chirping? Maybe it's a low battery sound. No. Did you damage the detector at all? No. I took it off the ceiling, unplugged the hard wires, and took out the battery. It's still alarming. Ma'am, how is that possible? You're telling me that it's alarming with no power source? And what were you mentioning about a hazmat? Ugh, the nuclear power source, due to mercury injection from the power plant in this detector, is making this thing go off. It won't stop. Here, have a listen. Hears no sound but heavy breathing. I want to talk to the King Nuclear Emperor Homer Simpson of Springfield. Holds mic away from face and laughs uncontrollably. Hello, sir, are you listening? Yes, ma'am. Total emergency. The fire department is on its way to help assist you. Night shift at 911 always got the best calls. Okay, an aggressive goose at a city park that was chasing people and biting them on the butt. So literally a goose trying to goose people. A lady called 911 and asked if I could tell the fire department to pick up the fire and move it a mile or two north so the smoke wouldn't blow into her housing community. Oh yes, the firefighters can relocate a fire because it's inconvenient for you. Get out of here. Get out of here. Caller, I need an ambulance. Me, what are you needing an ambulance for tonight? I need an ambulance to come out and give me a pregnancy test. Well, they don't carry that kind of equipment on board. If you're wanting to have them come get you and take you to the hospital to test, they could do that. I'm not going to the hospital. I want an ambulance to come give me the test. Well, we don't carry those tests on our ambulances. They could only take you to the hospital. You aren't listening to me. I am not going to the hospital. The ambulance needs to come out and give me the test. I don't think you're hearing me. We don't have that equipment on board. Why don't you try going to a popular drugstore and just pick up the test there? They sell those there? How much are they? Some people's kids. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just cut off my penis and I'm going to flush it down the toilet before you get here. He did. Oh my God. Why would you? Why would you? Why would you? That is so crazy. I don't even have one. And I can't. I just can't. Nah. No. The funniest non-crazy story was a really rich, affluent guy who lived in a huge house called about a disheveled-looking SUV at the bottom of his huge driveway, and it wasn't the gardeners or housekeeping. The cop had to run the tags, and turns out it belonged to his daughter, and he had bought it for her. How do you forget the car that you bought? And why would you buy your daughter some hoopty? That is crazy. Out of control. I don't know if this is the dumbest call, but one time we had a hostage situation. There was a helicopter in the area circling for several hours. We get nosy neighbor calls wanting to know what's going on. Can't give out any info, just tell them to stay inside. So I answer another call asking about the helicopter. Roll my eyes and give the same speech. The girl asks, "But is the helicopter okay? Why does it keep going in circles like that?" She thought they were going to crash land. What's your emergency? My cat just scratched me. Is it a serious wound? Are you bleeding? No, but it really hurt. Okay, to say they called the regular line and that girl they talked to wasn't very helpful. Still me. Hello, how do you baste a turkey? This is 911, ma'am. What is the nature of your emergency? I need to know how to baste a turkey. Basically, you spoon the drippings back on top to help keep it moist. Why did you call 911 to ask that? Well, you knew, didn't you? Oh my goodness, that is crazy. A woman who had seen a clown in London selling balloons for £5 each, which was more than other clowns were charging. Wow. Just wow. That's like calling a grocery store because one store is selling grapes for 88 cents and another one is selling it for freaking 87 cents. Like, what? What is happening? Oh my goodness. All right, someone called in because a kid, 5, 6 or so, had somehow gotten locked inside a newspaper box. You know, the kind with the window on the front that lets you see the front page. One of the responders spent a bit of time wondering aloud how they were going to break the window on the box without harming the kid. After a minute or two of this, a different responder put forth the suggestion that perhaps they should try inserting a couple quarters first. It worked! Box opened, kid got out and was fine, and no paper boxes were harmed. There are some times when we just overthink the most simplest things, man. Oh my goodness, that is too funny. All right, y'all, that's a wrap. So comment below on which one was your favorite, and don't forget, like and subscribe.